There is no other dish more iconic than the fish curry when it comes to South Indian cooking. This is a dish that's a little bit spicy, a little bit sour, and tastes a whole lot better the next day. The recipe I'm sharing with you today is very close to my heart. It comes down from my grandfather through my mother with special additions from my mother-in-law. So it's really a combination of 3 different people's recipe and technique and added with my special touch. Here is my version on how to make South Indian fish curry. You will need 2 medium-sized red onions sliced, 4 to 5 pips of garlic and 2 slit green chilies. I love loading my fish curry with vegetables. Here I'm using brinjals, tomatoes and lady's fingers. You can even add sliced white radish and moringa beans. You'll need 3 sprigs of curry leaves and a ping pong ball sized tamarind pulp. Soak and dilute the pulp with 1 cup of water. Heat a wok or a heavy bottomed pot and add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. I am using gingerly oil. You can opt to use coconut oil or any other vegetable oil. When the oil is hot, add 1 teaspoon mustard seed. Let it sputter. To this, add 1 teaspoon fenugreek seeds and 1 teaspoon cumin seeds. Then add half of your curry leaves. I forgot to focus my camera. Then add all of your sliced onions. Fry your sliced onions until they are soft and slightly brown. Once your onions are browned, add your chopped garlic and your slit chilies. Fry this till the chilies turn light pale. Once the beautiful aroma of the chilies and the onions and the garlic and the spices start to emerge, you can then add your brinjals. Brinjals always goes in first because they take a lot longer to cook compared to all the other ingredients. Continue to fry the brinjals until every piece is fully coated. Once the brinjals turn color slightly, add 1 cup of water. Stir everything well and allow it to come to a good boil. Now add 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. To this, add 3/4 tablespoon of good quality chili powder. Add a bit more if you want it really spicy. Now add 3/4 tablespoon of coriander powder, same amount of cumin powder. Then add 2 tablespoons of fish curry powder. Then stir all the curry powders and masalas until they are all well combined. Simmer this for about 2 to 3 minutes so all the masalas and the curry powders cook well in the oil and in the heat. If it looks too thick, you can add 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Stir this and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now add 3/4 tablespoon of salt. I'm using pink salt as always. Stir it in well. To this, add all of your tamarind water. Add a little bit more water if the curry seems too thick. Now add lady's fingers and stir them in well. Let this boil for another 2 minutes. Now you're ready to add in your fish. I'm using a whole tangiri head. You can opt to use sliced fish. Very gently stir the fish in. Now add your sliced tomatoes. I slice my tomatoes large and put them at the end because when I was small, my mother used to pick up these tomatoes, mash it into the rice and feed me. This way, as a child, I get to eat the curry without all the spiciness. I do the same for my children now. Very gently tuck the tomatoes in so every part of the tomato is now in the curry. Add a bit more water if the curry is thick. It really depends on how thick you want your curry to be. The fish shouldn't be overcooked because it would lose its softness and its sweetness. So as a good measure, allow the fish to cook 3 minutes on either side. Tuck everything back in and allow the medium fire to do its magic. Taste your curry and add a little bit more salt if it's needed. Make sure you gently stir in the additional salt. I'm adding half a cup of coconut milk so the curry is slightly less spicy and a little bit more creamy. This is optional and you can entirely leave it out. Stir in your coconut milk gently. Let this boil for about 1 minute, not too long. Otherwise, the coconut milk will split and give out a funky smell and taste. Here comes in my secret ingredient. I add approximately 1 tablespoon of red sugar. Not brown sugar, not white sugar, and definitely not gula melaka. Red sugar or gula merah is not very sweet, but it gives it a luxurious, almost velvety taste to the curry that makes a big difference. It doesn't take long for the sugar to melt, so you can turn your stove off now and let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can now add a handful of chopped coriander leaves. For added aroma, add some fresh curry leaves too. I add raw cumin seeds too at the end for that added oomph. Your curry is now ready to be served. Fish curry is well known to taste best the next day, so save some curry for your roti canai or thosai or idli. I hope you'll try this recipe. This recipe is brought to you by
Hearty meals home cooked